Why are you making predator noises?
Because Talon's crawling around the walls.
Making predator noises, staring at everyone through
No,
the
no, he's not making predator noises. I'm making predator noises.
just hear the heat sink, you know, and see everyone's heat signatures and everything.
Okay, ready?
Alright, anyways, following him into his office.
You fall into the room and it's lavishly lit. A nice red carpet line fills the room with a real wooden desk, which I believe on Coruscant would probably not be a common thing.
Probably not.
In the center of the room, scrolls and books and even some holocrons just lay scattered about the room. He sits down in his oversized chair. Says, "Alright, now that we're in a better, comfortable position."
Is there a chair? Is there a chair across?
Oh, yeah, sorry, there's a couple chairs you can sit at.
Alright, I'll take a seat as well across from him.
So, what are you seeking? What's the
Alright.
information you want?
Alright, I guess hitting with an off pace hit first. I'm gonna say, it's a nice place you got here. It seems the syndicate has been treating you well. As I light up one of my cigars.
Alright, so you know the syndicate. I'm not new to this game. What do you want from us?
I don't want anything particular. I just figured I'd make your acquaintance, and I'll open up my case of the nice cigars, and I'll offer him one.
I didn't win. What's wrong with these?
There's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly fine and vintage cigars. I just figured when meeting a business acquaintance, it would be best to be a little bit more deliberate.
This is an acquaintance. Would you happen to be Doc? I've never met him in person.
Oh yeah, Doc and I go back, you could say, a couple hundred, maybe more years. Sorry, I tend to be a little more fickle with my name. You can call me by another. My name is Kuna Shul. It's nice to meet you, Killen.
Oh, I had hoped that Doc was not crazy. That this was true.
Oh,
I came to know Doc because I was sick as a young kid, and he was going to harvest me. But I recovered. Instead, he helped me out, and I always heard stories about you. It's such an honor to meet you.
it's nice to meet you too. I see you've been doing well. I'm glad to see that business is thriving.
Yeah, this branch of the business has done well, but it's not quite as successful as the other ones. But it's doing all right.
It's all right. Time to grow, of course, and I see that it's been doing well under your leadership. I merely wish to make my acquaintance here, see, what you've been up to all these years. So I'm sure you might have questions yourself.
Yeah, I guess the first one is I understand how Doc has lived. How are you here?
Well, it's a long explanation, but let's just say that I don't age very quickly, in a way of saying.
Ugh, excuse me.
Mm,
Doc mentioned the time travel component.
that is correct.
Possible. Ah,
Wasn't I've been around, yeah, from the past to the future. I've seen things, been places. This all started up, and I'm just kind of put my arms around, just kind of showing the room off itself. Seems it's
well,
gone well. Appreciate it.
have you talked to the others?
No, I figured I would meet you first since I was in the area. spoken with Doc already. I just wanted to know, I guess, what your guys' plans are.
I can't speak for the others, but I mean, Doc's end has been doing probably the best. My revenue's probably the lowest, but it's still fine. Then you've got the crazy other three.
Yeah, I guess that brings up another good point. What do you think about your business cohorts? How have they been in line?
Well, there's one. There's one that's a pain in the ass. Moldov. She's the worst.
Yeah, what's she been doing?
She's like Doc, but even crazier. She doesn't harvest organs, but she's a loose cannon. You never know what she's gonna do. And then you have Demtra, which is just he's something. I don't think I've ever met with him where he's actually talked. He just has droids talk for him, and he's weird.
All right.
And then the other one is, I mean, he just likes to punch stuff. He's simple, but somehow makes things happen.
Bit of a bruiser type, huh? Yeah, I know the type.
Looks up at the ceiling.
Pretty much. Just knows that he's there somewhere, but doesn't look for him.
That time Talon does make the clicking.
Do you guys hear a strange clicking sound?
Oh, don't
no.
bother with it.
Oh.
Must have been the wind. Well, anyways, I'm sure you would be pleased to know that Doc thinks highly of you. He told me to seek you out first.
Well, that's good to know. Do you plan on bringing the others around?
Yes, I just figured I would take this one at a time before gathering you all together. I would like to know a bit more of your persuasions and how you function before I would take this anywhere.
Makes sense. If I were you, I would just kind of ignore Moldov. She's something.
Right, okay. Any events you might be able to tell me about so I can better piece what kind of something this is?
Just she's something. Literally anything you could think of, she would do.
Alright, the one that doesn't seem to have any moral bounds.
There's no morals. There's no code. There's no ethics. It's just she gets her way or you're gone.
Yeah, that might be a bit difficult. I'll have to see about dealing with her.
Kuna hears the word hut in his comlink.
Seems like he's getting impatient. Oh, never mind.
Ask about huts.
Oh, yes, that information. Since, we'll keep on that quote. I'm a little bit interested in the hut branch of things. Not particularly ours, but I have reason to believe they've been active as of recently, and I don't know where it is, Talon. What was the location again?
Wait, what?
I don't remember what planet you said your whole thing was on.
Oh, no. Talon wants information on huts.
On huts in general?
Just like if any of your people have been working with huts.
Okay. Yeah,
That's the sort of stuff.
I'm a little bit I have associates that are interested in the hut branch of things, and I've realized that they're a little more active than normal. If you could maybe shed a little light on that for me.
Well, Jake has an operation called the Runners, and he's been doing business. I think the hut's name was Gleb's Leb.
Okay.
Over on Talos.
Oh, if you don't
So if you
mind,
wanna
the runners
talk
use
to a hut, that's probably it.
The runners, you said.
Yes, it's a group on Corellia and a couple other planets. I forget the ones.
Oh, that actually helps me with a little bit of another issue I was having. There's a quest I would like you to administer to a certain group of shady individuals. They'll look kind of weird and be a little disjointed, but when they come together, there's something I want them to do, and I'll detail whatever the quest is that they have to do at that time. After that, getting back on track, um, I just have
That was the single most ambiguous thing I've ever heard in my life.
yeah. Well, I don't know what your early game quest was for the party. That the runners gave out your first quest, right? Unless I
To a
No.
couple of people.
So
Alright.
the way it worked was Talon was sent by Kali Mundi to investigate the Sith. Stanbot was on the planet searching for someone?
Something.
Something.
Yeah, something.
Cadmark was a smuggler for the runners. Zada hitched a ride on Cadmark's ship. Well, no. Talon hitched a ride on Cadmark's ship to get to Talos. Zada met Cadmark at like a bar or wherever he was supposed to deliver his goods. And Joe was there to collect a bounty on the hut.
Okay.
Yeah. And we had contact with the runner organization, but not they didn't hire us.
I didn't have any quests or any of that for you.
No.
Okay. I thought they gave you some missive.
No.
Alright. Well,
It was a decent idea, but I thought
Whatever.
that might have been what you were going for.
Whatever. There's a runner named Cadmark. Trade him all for me. He might be useful later. Otherwise,
Alright.
yeah, just if you can give me a list of huts that maybe have been doing some shady business that doesn't relate with our practices. I have an exterminator of sorts who would be readily available to exterminate any further problems.
Alright.
Other
Well,
than
dude, well, I hope to meet again.
it has been
I must be
informative.
going to my next meeting.
All right. Likewise. I will call you and update you on the future land meet when we all get together.
Looking forward to it.
All right then.
Don't leave
Goodbye.
the casino just yet. Talon's gonna eavesdrop on the next meeting.
Okay, well, I'll just go back to the gambling den and
I'm
chill.
gonna head out now that you're pretty much safe.
Okay.
Talon, you get no good information.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, while he's doing that.
I'm not gonna go back and forth on a conversation with myself.
Okay, then I guess I'll leave.
All right. Stand by. Stand by. I'm looking to make some credits and there's gambling here. Be a goddamn shame.
You're the owner of this fucking organization. Just get them to pay you.
That's too easy.
You're worth more than the entire Republic probably at this point.
I mean,
Well, when you
The
say
bank
it like
account.
that,
Hey, if there's been a bank account that Doc's been keeping up, imagine the interest after 5,000 fucking years.
Yeah, I was already doing some mental calculations on that.
yeah, he's doing okay.
It'd be pretty insane.
He's doing okay. I might
So-
ask for a little moolah, but I don't want to seem like fucking Aunt Jemima, right? Aunt Jemima.
Doc could easily be your sugar daddy.
I think he is.
I mean, it's my company, his money, technically. That's how I wrote.
So I guess if we dealt with that, what do you guys want to do now?
Well, that's dealt with.
I don't know, it's kind of been a long session and I'm kind of... Like, I feel like we've covered a lot of stuff today, and it's probably a good idea to maybe break. I don't know. Unless everyone else wants to keep going, then I can.
I
mean,
Obviously,
I
continue.
can. I have a lot of things I can build off of, and you're gonna talk to the runners. I want to build out their personalities more too, and stuff like that. So yeah.
it's either that, or I was gonna do gambling, or I was gonna pick up a job.
Well, I
Yeah,
was
I guess I can just call it here. I have a lot of things to work off of.
Definitely.
Spencer, send me a couple of like interest points you have, and I'll build them
Okay.
out as well. Like, I have a couple ideas of where you're going, but I just want to make sure.
Yep.
All right. So game plan, we're gonna get. God, why is my brain just absolutely leaving me right now? I was thinking of her name up until now. The one who controls the Eternal Fleet starts with a B.
Bastila.
Oh, Bastila.
Bastila. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna get Bastila on our side by
Yeah,
whispering sweet
that's the
nothings.
Mexican bee, Spencer.
Yes, Ariba. We're gonna get her on our side by whispering sweet nothings to her throughout time. Easy. Game plan.
I see.
Game plan, we're gonna get a voice changer and sound like Revan, so when we talk to her mind, it sounds like Revan's talking, but it was actually us the whole time.
Talon's gonna go to Mandalore and talk to his master and wife, that other barbell.
Oh yeah, hell, I could make a whole fucking session just based on Mandalore.
This is
Oh,
also
that's gonna be
Yeah.
great. You need to just have that
And
off
then
to
we
the
need to get
side.
Dennis back in here somehow.
Talon
That's
goes
gonna
to
be a party.
Mandalore. All of Mandalore. He is the.
I
he's
have I know a few ways to get Dennis back in. He just has to bring his character back up.
It's Mandalore. He's the chosen.
You gotta remind him because he's not gonna remember, Alex. You gotta remind him while you're playing.
Well, yeah, I remind him here and there, but then he says like he's doing something else. I'm like, I'm not gonna force him to do anything.
All right, I need to get like the bank account